Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Fights off a defender. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throwing right. Takes the grab. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. A run for the quarterback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Throws to the wideout. Got it! And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator! The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to him.
It's hard, man. The dude's so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on, and I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Chandler. Gets it out quickly. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Touchdown, Bama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Number 10.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, man. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Florida 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback keeper. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll try the right side.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got enough space, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Quarterback checking off. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to let it go. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The inside handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. A designed run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Touchdown Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, Florida, 7.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Vick. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
325.
He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Vick. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, to get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking to pass. It's Chandler. Now adjusting. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Forced out of the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Let's go. 6-9-1, Gators far. Go.
Going up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Gators sending the offense back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
On second down, just keeps firing. Starting to feel a little pressure. He makes a catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Power football with the run. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Brings up second down.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To the air. It's Chandler. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Gators! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Running it back, it's Vick. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Gators are flying down the field.
Here we go.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for room, it's Montgomery. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Leaves it with the back. Ripping through the defense. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Cricket. Cross.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit on him. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They're going to run it to the right. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Gator! They move on top here in the 4th.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Rock chalk. Kansas is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 15 over UConn. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Sweet feet on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Chandler. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Comes out throwing on first down. Dances away from the heat. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The lone back's got it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. Barishnikov should be so sweet. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They'll try the left side. At the 35, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking downfield, it's Chandler. Buying some time. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He wants to throw. It's complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They want to just keep throwing it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
To throw, it's Chandler. Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gator! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Chandler. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody's staying healthy.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.